The Hash It Out Show is brought to you by Barreto Home Solutions, Bayou Audio and Video, Hot Works on the North Shore, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington, Lil Dizzy's Cafe, The Green Law Firm, personal injury attorney, Kaylin Parker of Magnolia Wealth Strategies, Moe's Pizza, Lance's AC and Heating, CC's Children Blocks, The Pierre Family in Lafayette, Louisiana, Drums,
Hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move, 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 move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
and welcome to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB the Sports Guy. We got a good one for you all tonight at 7:30. We're gonna be joined by, once again, the Only Opinions podcast. We're gonna discuss Division One, select and non-select girls playoff basketball. I'm joined by my co-host, the one and only George Peppers. What's up, GP?
What's up, JB? And had a great time last night with you guys doing the playoff game we did. And I joked on the air on the podcast. I said, "Man, who's the genius that's picking these games?" And I'm looking at them. I mean, we've had two barn burners in these last two playoff games. If you're missing our podcast, if you're missing our games, shame on you. We got a few more coming this week, and we'll announce that in short order. But if you're missing the games, you don't know what you're missing. But it was a great atmosphere. And for a while last night, I felt like we were in DeVille, not in New Orleans, because them Buckeye fans were something wild last night, were they not?
Man, the Buckeye fans came so deep.
And
They
and
filled
good
up
on
one
them.
side of the bleachers at Frederick Douglass High. They were deep,
Hmm.
man. They showed up, man. That community,
But
man, they rocked behind Buckeye
they
Buckeye
did,
High School.
and now they get. I don't know. I think I didn't see who won the 1-8 game in
It's
the League One.
university.
It is. Oh yeah, Sophie B only scored like 12 points, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, they lost like 78-12.
Jesus, that's who had the under. All right, we're kidding. Um, and to me, playoff basketball. What's up, Nick? This
Where
is
you
fun
headed to
stuff.
Friday night, Nick? Where you headed to Friday night, Nick? Let me know.
Uh,
But go ahead, George.
if he's headed to where I think he's headed to, I cast that we are going to be in Galliano Friday night for Huntville and South Lafourche. You announced this last night on the ball game. Um, do we have anything else yet?
Not yet.
No,
We are waiting for
we are
one
waiting.
from one
Bated
school,
breath.
for about 30
Bated breath.
from one
Right?
school.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
one school.
Yeah.
So we'll
But
see.
yeah, this is my calming therapy, and it's been a wild one today. I'll tell you about that off air, but and it's nothing to do with that. But we last night
Wait, hold
it
on.
was
Wait,
fun.
Nick, why Destrehan fans mad at us? What did we do to Destrehan? What they mad at us about?
But what?
What did we do?
I don't know. It
What did
must
we
be
do?
blame blame VK.
I don't know.
Some popular.
I
What did?
don't know.
Well,
I don't
now
know.
you got Nick, dude. You better answer this, bro, because I'm wondering, Jared.
I
I
don't
don't
know why they
remember.
mad at us. What did we do?
I,
Did we pick?
I,
Did we pick Harden to beat Destrehan?
who?
Did we even? Did we pick? Is that why they mad at us?
Man,
Call you after? They really mad? I gotta call you. We can't say it on the show.
I
What
know,
you
huh?
mad at us about?
Man. What, dude? You're gonna have to get to the bottom of this, sir. I guess after the show. But I'm
Look,
look.
I'll get to the bottom of it. I'm just like, what did we do to Destra Head? I don't know, but okay. Well, go ahead. What you about to say, George?
I was gonna say I can't wait to get those guys back on Only Opinions.
10 more
They
minutes.
were a hit. I
Yeah.
know they were a hit. They were a hit with us last week. They know their stuff. They pay attention, and I'm looking forward to picking their brains ahead because now we're into the state quarterfinals. We're one step away from the girls' top 28, and
One.
these yep, and these girls they realize it. Who will embrace the moment? Who do we think wins certain games? And then, of course, the boys' playoffs start Friday, so we in playoff mode now.
Oh, they got a couple starting on Thursday. Very few starting on Thursday, George. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rummel and Evangel playing Thursday night.
and that game's at Rummel.
Is that
I
Rummel?
wonder if
That's
that's a
right.
parade thing. Because the
I
parades that
don't
got
know.
canceled. I don't either,
I
but I
don't know.
wonder if that's a parade
I
thing
don't know,
because
but
they canceled a bunch of parades Sunday with the rain and all that stuff. So I'm not gonna
I wish
guess.
I wish these second round games would be moved to Monday instead
Hmm.
of instead of on Fat Tuesday. I'll tell you that
I know.
much.
I know. It'd be a lot easier on life for us. You know.
Wa-
But
What about Wassman, Nick? What about Wassman? I tell you what though, man. Um, we're gonna talk Division One with the Only Opinions podcast, but let's talk about last night right quick.
mhm,
Missed it is on my YouTube page, JB the Sports Guy. Frederick Douglass and Buckeye. What a game! It came down to the last seconds with Buckeye hitting the game-winning three to eliminate Frederick Douglass from the playoffs. What a game we had, man! Douglas to the fast start, got up to 11-0 lead. Buckeye able to change the pace of the game, get Douglas tired a little bit, clawing inch by inch back in the game, then got the lead, got a 7-point lead, 37-0. Douglas going on an 8-0 run, and then the game in the three, George. What's your thoughts about the game from last night?
basketball isn't what a game full of runs, right?
Yep.
And we
Thank you, Tree.
look,
Thank you, Tree. Go ahead.
and we thought, when Buckeye went in front, let me backtrack because Douglas got out to the 10-2 start and they were doing everything right defensively. They were pressing the pass, pressing the guards, and they were forcing the turnovers. But Buckeye, this felt like a before you know it, Buckeye was back in the game because it didn't feel like they went on any kind of an extended run. They were just methodical. They got it close. There'd be a possession where they score and Douglas would stop and then they would score again. But they never went on a big run until the late third quarter into the fourth. Remember that game was I think it was a 2 point game going into the fourth quarter, and then Buckeye stretched as a seven.
Hmm.
And that's when Douglas clamped down and started pressing the attack again and hit the 8-0 run. I mean, that was a game of ebbs and flows and everything else, and a lot of subplots. And what cost Douglas, and let's be honest, Jared, what cost them? Free throws. They missed too many last night. I don't know. I don't have the official stats, but I think I counted like 10 to 12 free throws they missed, something like that. It wouldn't. It just God. When you go to the line, coaches preach this all the time. Hit your free throws. Hit your free throws. They're free throws for a reason. It's the charity stripe. Hit him. And Douglas, and I feel bad for Coach Nunnery. I saw him after the game after I left you guys. I ran into him and Coach McLeod. I said, look, y'all, it's a tough way to lose. And the first
It's a
thing
hard way to
Nunnery
lose.
said, it is. And Nunnery, what he told me off air. I mean, we obviously interviewed the winning connections last night, Buckeye. And what a class interview Troy Thompson is. And the young lady that hit the game winning shot for Buckeye. But Coach Nunnery's like, if we hit our free throws, we're not talking, y'all talking to me. And
Yeah.
I'm like, he's right. And he's
Yeah.
right. You got to why do you think, like, in a transition to the NCAA tournament for a second, what are my keys? I look for good guard play, defense, and the ability to hit free throws in the clutch. Give me that team that can do all three, and you got me a national champion. And I say that because of the high school game, there's no shot clock.
In
There's no shot
Louisiana.
clock.
In
Not in
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Not in Louisiana. So and when they foul you, you go into the line for two. It's not a 1-and-1. It's two. So, I mean, Douglas, look, the girls played their tails off, man. Their effort was top
Oh, without a
notch.
doubt. No doubt a doubt.
And and what I was a little bit surprised at that Douglas didn't recognize the one person that was really carrying them, Cloud. Remember, because she kept asking for the
Who?
basketball. Destiny Cloud, I think.
No,
Who am
that's
I thinking of?
Summer Gould.
Summer Gold. I mean,
Yeah.
she she was demanding the basketball incessantly. You could see her was like, "Give it to me, give it to me. I got a mismatch." And no, and then the big girl from Buckeye, Libby,
Libby
she was
Cross.
on the perimeter. Libby Cross was on the perimeter line. I'm like, wow, that's an interesting strategy, Coach Thompson. I know she can hit the outside shot, but with somebody with that size that can outsize the other team's interior, put her in and let her go to work. Let her drift to the inside and let her go to work. She had a long reach advantage, and she was 6'2", I think. Yeah, 6'2". So you put her inside, and they hit some big shots, Buckeye, in that fourth quarter. They
I'll
really hit
say
some
this.
big shots.
I'll say this. Libby Cross is their go-to person, but Libby Cross didn't have the type of game that you would expect. But you have to give the rest of that team credit, especially Addie Clanton and Natalie Graves for stepping up big time and helping get that team to victory. Addie Clanton went to the line numerous times and
And
never
hit.
missed a free throw. Didn't miss one free throw. So she
Nope.
came up big for Buckeye. Um, Natalie Graves, the three she hit in the second half were big time threes. And when she hit one early
Hmm.
and then the game winner. So,
I, mhm.
other players stepped up to help their team win.
I
And you have
asked.
to give them
Mhm.
a lot of credit.
I asked Coach Thompson that very question about Natalie's three. I asked her, and I'm sure you watched the playback, so you know where I'm going. I said, Coach Thompson, was this play drawn up for Natalie to hit the shot? She goes, no, she improvised. And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's stepping up. And Graves was like,
yeah,
I see an opportunity. I'm going to take the shot. If we
it
win,
was there.
if it goes in, we
Yep.
win. It was there for the taking. If it goes in, we win. If it doesn't, you know what? We're going down swinging.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, exactly. Douglas, tactically, when they took the lead, I thought, okay, now, you know, they had their defensive pressure was starting to get to Buckeye, and you could see on the last time out before Natalie hit the three. You could see the girls looking a little. I was looking at a few of them, just looking despondent, walking off the court. I was
They
like,
had just
oh,
committed that turnover.
right. And
Yeah,
I was like, oh boy, Coach Thompson's gonna have to light it into him, get him zepped up and jacked up. And hey, look, we're only down one. We can still win this. And
yeah,
power of believing, man. And they did what they did, and now Buckeye is on to the state quarterfinals. Probably will be an underdog against University High. I mean, University just,
yeah.
wow, that was illegal what they did. Given, and there was a playoff game last, and it wasn't. It was in the first round. Somebody scored 5 points in the whole game. I forgot what
Yeah,
division. What there was a team that scored
yeah.
5 points
That
the whole
that was
game.
that was Bonneville. Bonneville against Ponchatoula.
Yeah, and Postula did it to them.
Yeah.
And what a tantalizing quarterfinal that we're going to get. The one we've been hankering for. Ponchatoula and the car is happening, right?
Did you hear the message yesterday? I told you no,
No,
it's not happening. Go back and listen. I'm not gonna say it on
I
the
have
air.
not. I mean, look, I've been busy with work stuff. I've had
Yeah.
things related to work, but no, fill me in,
I'm
dude. I
not.
mean, I'll go back and listen.
I'm not. No, I'm not getting into it on the air. You can go back to
Oh,
the
okay.
visit show
Oh,
and listen to
okay.
it.
We got. Yeah, I got you.
I'm
I
not
got
getting
you.
into it on the air.
But I'm still thinking, Nick
That's why I
Campbell.
said earlier we'll see what we have tomorrow. Waiting on one school,
Oh, okay.
but it's not
Okay.
Ponchatoula and the car,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we're going to miss a tantalizing matchup with Alyssa Hillard, Sanaya Bean, Cass Antoine. A lot of star power in that game, and that's going to be a fascinating quarterfinal. You know,
Exactly. It's gonna be a
who
great
wins
game.
it? Who wins it? We're going to obviously talk about it with the guys on the opinions here in short order.
Oh yeah,
Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to get
I,
their thoughts.
the opinions on it. Yeah, um, I'm
Mm,
just I'm just saying, man. That's gonna be a great game because Edna the car's playing great ball. Ponchatoula is like peaking at the right time. That is
mm,
gonna be one for the ages. We got Coach Chad in the lobby right now. I know Coach Joe and Coach Chris. They're gonna be joining us soon. very soon because it's 7:30 now. So this is what we're gonna do, George Peppers. We're gonna take a commercial break, and
Okay.
when we come back, we're gonna be joined by the guys of the Only Opinions podcast right here on the Hash It Out Show. Y'all stay right there.
I'm Coach Ramirez L. Page, the head football coach at John F. Kennedy High School.
Hey y'all, this is Jen Hale from Fox Sports. You're watching the Hash It Out Show with JB the Sports Guy, VK Jones, and George Peppis.
Are you in need of a new windshield? Leo Autoglass can help. For 20 years, Leo Autoglass have been servicing the New Orleans area with windshield replacement and auto glass repair. Give them a call today, 504-301-8353. Did you experience storm damage from Hurricane Francine? Barretto Home Solutions can help. You can give them a call at 504-940-7552.
Green Law Firm is a full-service law firm specializing in personal injury, criminal law, successions, and family law. With over 25 years of experience, the Green Law Firm continues to provide efficient, competitive, and effective representation to clients throughout the state of Louisiana and all across the nation. Consultations are free. If you're looking for results, call the Green Law Firm at 504-328-3990. That's 504-328-3990, located at 931 Westwood Drive, Suite B in Marrero, Louisiana. The Green Law Firm.
And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB the Sports Guy, joined by George Peppers. As you can see, the Hash It Out Show game of the week this Friday night. It is South Lafourche hosting the Hornville Tigers. We will be streaming that game on the YouTube page of JB the Sports Guy. That's where you could catch it. Pre-game at 6:50 with tip-off happening at 7 o'clock. Now, joining us are our good friends from the not the Hash It Out Show, excuse me, from the Only
Mhm.
Opinions podcast. We got Coach Joe, Coach Chad, and Coach Chris. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
How y'all doing, man? How y'all
What's
doing?
up?
I'm
What's
happy to
up?
be
Doing
back, man.
good, baby.
What's
Good.
happening?
Man, basketball, man, playoff girls basketball is what's happening. Fellas, I want to get right into it, and I'm gonna put the bracket up because I'm gonna start with the non-select, and there it is right there. Let's talk about this quarterfinal matchup that's happening. We're gonna do all quarterfinals for all Division One. The Parkway Panthers are hosting Denham Springs. Parkway defeated Thibodeau. Denham Springs defeated Slidell 54-36. I'll start with you, Chad. Your thoughts about this matchup between Parkway and Denham Springs?
I think Denham Springs they had a good run, but I think Parkway gonna be a little bit too much to handle for 'em, so I think Parkway gonna pull it off.
Chris?
I think it's going to be a better matchup than we think about. The Denver Springs kind of sneaky good with
Hmm.
Prey and them. I think it's going to be a good game. I think Parkway pulls it off, but I think it's going to be a good game.
All right, Joe, your thoughts?
I think it might get away from Denham Springs. Because it's kind of gonna be hard how Denham Springs plays, trying to turn people over, trying to kind of out physical you.
Hmm.
That's kind of Parkway game. So I don't see nobody in the state really out physicaling Dakota or the other big they got over there. So I think Parkway by 15 plus, in my opinion.
So nobody thinks Denham Springs has a chip on their shoulder going into this game from last year losing to Parkway in the state championship.
No, the results might be the same, man. The results might be the same.
Yeah,
Like,
they can have as many chips as they want. It ain't they
yeah.
not ready for them. No disrespect to them. They
Mhm.
just
Right? Go ahead, George.
I tend to think this game could be closer than people think. I know Parkway's size on the interior may make a difference at the end, and that's probably what's going to see them through on their way to Hammond. But then Sleaze is going to give them something to think about through four quarters. I think they're a quality basketball team. They've shown it all year long. And yeah, they remember last year, so they're going to go in with said chip. I just don't know that when it counts, are they good enough? Are they good enough to go into that hostile environment and leave there with a win and book their ticket to March Madness, the top 28? I don't think at the end of the day, guys. I think Parkway wins. I don't see the blowout y'all see. I think Denham Springs gives them a little gives them a little bit of a fight, a lot of a fight, and makes them think about it.
George, I think Parkway big. I don't
I don't
see
know, man.
Dakota and I think her name is Dolores Smith. I
Yeah,
think that
that's the difference.
I think that's too much for Denham Springs, man. I think so. I
Mm.
think it's another big time win. All right, guys. Um, Joe, I want to ask you this because we talked about North Shore maybe going up to Barb and getting the upset that didn't happen. What are your thoughts about that game, Barb and North Shore?
Just talking to my kid Cherie, she just felt like she didn't attack as much as she wanted to attack. Right. She said Bob shot the ball really well. They executed at a high level, but yeah, she settled with too many threes. I think she said she made 5 threes, but she probably shot 15 of them. Right. Like so, she kind of settled with too many threes because she said the whole game they just felt like they was down by 10 every time they looked up. Like so she was kind of in a rush mode, but. Nah, I just it was gonna be a tough matchup regardless. The beat they the number 5 seed for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, Bob, like I said, they are well coached, right?
Yeah.
Trey is a great coach over there, so it was gonna be a tough matchup for sure.
All right. So Barb is taking on Harton. Harton defeated Destrehan by 4 points, and for some reason, the Destrehan community is mad at the Hash It Out show. I don't know what we did to them, but anyway, Joe, your thoughts and who you think wins this game between Barb and Harton?
Um, I it's a hard one, man. I like Barb though. I like Barb with this one. Think it's gonna be a close game, maybe the same 4 to 5 points. But I like Barb to pull this one out.
Okay,
Yeah, I
go ahead,
got Harden, man.
Chris.
I I got Harden. Harden seems like they've been winning big games. Well, I ain't gonna say big games. They've been winning most of their games, and it seemed like you probably got to be a really really good team to beat them. So I got Harden putting out a close.
All right, Chad.
So I picked Barb to be a Final Four team like before the playoffs started. So I'm gonna just stick with my pick. Like they've been playing some good basketball. See, I think it is gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna come down, to the wire. But
Uh huh.
I'm going with Barb.
Okay, I'm going with Barb too. What about you, George?
Uh, if they shoot like they did against North Shore, then yeah, I think it's a pretty safe assumption that they move on. I don't. I mean, they shot the ball well, but North Shore pressed the game and caught themselves like you said, they started shooting threes, trying to get back in, and when Barb makes you chase, that's a bad thing. It's another road game for Barb, and I think they effort their way through, and I think the Buccaneers find their way to Lake Charles. I'm going to take Barb as well.
And I was shocked to find out 2 times out of the past couple years, few years, Barb has been to the March Madness tournament.
Hmm.
Chris, I want to go to you. You think Zachary's the best team in Division One non-select? Do you think Natchitoches Central has a shot to defeat them?
Yeah, I give them a small shot. Negative Central pretty good. To Zachary, I mean they still been inconsistent, but I still think they got the best roster in the state. So I like Zachary.
All right, Joe.
I like Zachary and with this one. I talked to a good coach of mine. He said that he don't think Natchitoches got enough scoring to
Hmm.
kind of match. He said they got one really good guard for Natchitoches that kind of do the bulk of their scoring. He felt like, which I feel the same way, that Zachary got just too many weapons that they can throw at him. And if the coach played right, kind of how Bar played with North Shore, yeah, you kind of take out one person, and make some other people beat you. And I think Zachary coach is a really good coach, so she probably do the same thing. So I like Zachary to win this one, probably by 15 plus as well.
Yeah, Chad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Zachary about like 20. I think they just too big, too athletic. I don't think like a team with one strong player is gonna be good enough to beat them.
I agree. I agree. George, you agree?
I completely agree. Look, Nakata Central, congratulations getting this far. Zachary handling business last night against Hardville, winning big. But kudos to to Coach Belair and his group. Had a heck of a run, and it ended last night because Zachary was far superior. They're not playing their best basketball. It doesn't feel like that they are, Zachary. But I think they find a way this Friday night. And I think, like y'all said, Nakata Central's got one good guard that can put it in the hole. It's not gonna be enough. Give me Zachary to move on.
All right, guys. What y'all think about this matchup? Walker and Sulfur. I'm gonna go first this time. I think Walker is just a little bit too much for the Sulfur Lady Tours. What you think, Joe?
Oh yeah, I got Walker winning this one kind of easily. Well, if I'm not tripping, didn't Sulfur score what 30 points to beat what it was Neville?
Yeah,
Yeah,
30
you're
to
not gonna be able to.
26.
You're not gonna be able to
Yeah.
score 30 points to. You got to have that by halftime to beat Walker, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, I see Walker kind of running away with it, and Walker kind of impressed me again how easily they beat Mandeville, which I didn't think it was going to be that easy. I didn't have it as a 30-point win, so I think Walker back in their stride. The crazy part I found out talking to my guy, even when Carr, shout out to Carr, even when Carr beat Walker, Walker went 0 for 21 from the 3-point line.
Ooh,
Right,
Damn.
like so
I
that's
feel you.
kind of hard to beat anybody in the state if you're gonna go 0 for 21. Like so, I jumped off that wagon when they did that, but once I find out right, you 0 for 21, you're not about to be 0 for 21 no more. So
No,
I like Walker by a landslide.
Joe. I'm not Joe. Chad.
Yeah, I like Walker by a lot. Like Joe said, I don't think Sulfur can score enough points to be Walker. So yeah, I'm going with Walker by a lot.
All right, and
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah, it's Walker. Walker, you need some firepower to mess with Walker and these schemes and stuff, man. So got Walker big.
All right, George. You got a question for these guys in regards to which one
As far as
non-select
yeah, I
or
mean,
to select?
look for the record, I'm going to pick Walker as well. But it seems like they found their stride, guys. Do y'all think Walker has regained their momentum from that little slippage they had at the back end of the year, and are they going to be a tough out the rest of the way?
I'll go first.
Um,
Oh, go
oh
ahead, Joe.
yeah,
Go ahead.
no, you good, Chad, you good.
I think sometimes like when you like won a bunch of games like
Mhm.
early on in the season, I think sometimes a loss, like a tough loss, it'll be a wake up call for you. And so I think that was what Walker needed. You know, both of the losses, honestly. I think it helped them. It woke them up. It showed like some vulnerabilities that they could have. And yeah, I think they are going to be a tough out.
All right.
Um,
Go ahead, Joe.
well, my opinion with it, they're gonna be a tough out, but I think they got Zachary next. So that out might come a little sooner than you think, but that's gonna be a crazy good game because man, Walker been beating Zachary for a long time, right? Like so they got to get over that momentum in their head. Like I can't tell you when the last time Walker lost to Zachary, right? But yeah, man, it's gonna be a tough out for sure. I think they got their stride back. It's gonna be a tough out.
All right, Chris.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, Walker going. It's gonna be tough. Like I said, I got Zachary going all the way, so
Oh,
me Paul with.
He on that bridge.
and my boy Chris breaking up. We'll get back to him. Let me answer this guy right here on Instagram. My deprived life. Why y'all don't show Lake Charles love? Well, I think we just showed two schools from Lake Charles love, Barb and Sulphur. Number one, we
See,
just
he
showed.
fighting, man. He
Yeah,
fighting with
He's
that,
fighting through it.
man.
Chris, I'm gonna bring you back in a second, man. Hold on, man. Uh, so we just showed Barb and Sulphur love. Number one, and number two, if this your first time watching this show, then you don't know who we show love to. I mean, we streamed the football game of Lake Charles College Prep. We show love to everybody around the whole state, my dude. So don't just assume that we don't show Lake Charles love. We show Lake
I
Charles
mean,
a lot of love. and that's my
when
mama's side of the family from Lake Charles. So it's gonna be shown love. So let's get that
when you
straight right
assume, you know what happens, right? You know
there.
what
Go
happens
ahead.
when you assume, my man. Talk about your boy, deprived. What is it? My deprived life.
Yeah,
What a
my deprived
title.
life.
Yeah, what a title. Huh? I mean, nothing,
There you
nothing
go.
more to be said.
There you go. All right,
Ah,
we moving on. Chris, you back with us?
I think I'm back. Y'all can
I
hear
don't
me?
know.
Chris? Yeah, we hear you
Oh
now.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
good.
Yeah, you good now, brother. Yeah. So let's move on,
Y'all get
guys, to yes,
yeah.
sir. We hear you fine, Chris. We hear you good. Can you hear me?
All right, cool. All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Moving on. Good.
All right, good.
All right. John Curtis, big time win over Turlings. Now will host Alexandria. Chad, you was in the district with John Curtis. Any chance of
No,
Alexandria beating John Curtis?
no chance. Shout out to Alexandria. You know, they had a, they made a good run. I think this is the first time they ever made it to the quarterfinals in
Yes.
their school history. So, shout out to them, but I don't think they have a chance.
All right. Joe?
Before shout out to my kid Jayla, man. She had 28 points against Turlings, man.
Yes, sir.
A freshman, man, one of the top freshmen, her and Janaya, man. So shout out to them too. But yeah, no chance, no chance, no chance. And Ash is a pretty, solid team. It's just Curtis bring too many waves at you, man.
Hmm.
Like it's like soon as you think you figured them out a little bit, they come at you again. Like with that full court man to man and how everybody on the court, especially with Imani back now, how
Yeah.
everybody on the court can score the basketball. Like it's kind of tough, man. It's tough.
All right, Chris?
no way.
He out again.
No way,
Okay,
Curtis.
all right.
Curtis, they could book their ticket for the next game.
All right. So me and George are going to stay silent on this one. We're not going to pick it because we're waiting to hear back from Alexandria if they're giving us permission to stream the game. We got permission from Curtis. Wait to hear back from Alexandria. Now the next matchup. This is very intriguing to me. Lafayette and Huntington. We talked about Lafayette last week being able to come down to Dominican and get the upset, and that's what they did in double overtime. Now they got another tough task on their hand. Huntington, Joe, I'll start with you. Does Huntington go to Hammond, or will Lafayette upset Huntington and get back to Hammond?
No, I got Huntington by 20, man.
Okay,
Huntington got too many guards, right? And I thought through the first two rounds, Kyra was going to be the best player on the floor at all times. At this round, she might be the third best player on the floor when you look at Carly and damn, I forgot my little one name. But when you look
Kendall.
at them two, oh Kendall. So Carly and Kendall, when you look at them two, Kyra might be the third best guard on that floor. So it's kind of gonna be tough, man. I say by halftime that score look a little ugly. And yeah, they putting the bench in.
okay, Chris.
That boy, I'm answer phone.
Ah,
Yeah, man. I like now I know he like Huntington for sure, for sure. Like he a huge fan of Huntington. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, my guy just probably on that road, man. Just
Yeah.
he just left from Mount Verda, man. Saying Mount Verda versus damn me.
Okay.
That was exciting. So yeah, but yeah, so I know he like Huntington for sure.
Definitely, Chad.
Huntington. I do want to ask y'all a question though. So I don't know if
Bring it.
y'all heard how the first overtime went. Did y'all?
No, I didn't. I didn't hear about any overtime.
So
How they went.
I heard, so the game went to double overtime against Dominican, and they
Yeah.
literally held the ball the whole time. They took one
Lafayette
shot.
did.
Yeah, they took a shot with 4 seconds left and
So
missed. And so that's how it went to double
Was
overtime.
Dominican in the zone?
I'm not sure, but they probably, Dominican might have been in foul trouble or something, like, you just never know in that type of situation. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Wow. Yes,
mhm.
indeed.
But
Let's
yeah, I'm
see.
going Huntington.
Okay. Chris, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, Huntington by
All right.
30.
I knew he
Oh,
was going Huntington.
All right. So I'm going
Too much
I'm
for
going
Kyra
Huntington
now.
too. Gotcha. I'm going Huntington too. Who you going with, George?
I mean, and it's not that Lafayette doesn't have a chance, but a game where they're going to get too much separation, and Huntington can cruise on their way onto Hammond.
All right. Woodlawn of Baton Rouge will host Captain Shreve, and I'm gonna start with Chad on this one. So, Chad, tell us about Woodlawn. You saw them up close and personal the other night.
Yeah. So when you think Woodlawn, you obviously we think Amaja Price, right?
Yes.
Well, they started the first quarter. They hit six threes, and she might have hit. She hit two of them. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm talking about from like maybe 6 feet behind the 3 point line. But they got another guard. I don't know her name, but number five, she could shoot that ball. She might have made five threes in the game. So their shooting is gonna be a lot. We had a chance like in the first quarter, like early in the first quarter, but then after that it kind of, you know, they kind of went in cruise control on us. So
Okay.
they they
You,
they pretty good.
you saying y'all had a chance when it was 2-0?
No, it
Oh
was eight to
wow!
six.
What it was?
It was 8 to 6. You
Eight to
always want
six.
to
That
be
was y'all. I
disrespectful.
respect it. I just want to know.
No, I'm
You
about to
say y'all
tell
had a
you.
chance early in the first.
I can tell you the moment that the game switched. So it was 8 to 6. We had the ball. We shot like a little short corner jump, but the ball rattled out. It would have been 8-8, but it rattled out. We didn't get back on defense. They hit a three. So instead of it being 8-8, it was 11-6, and it was just over
Downhill
from
from
that.
there.
Yeah.
Dang.
Man,
So,
that
but,
one
but
three,
shout out to
man.
Uh-uh.
Woodlawn, man.
Definitely. So, do you have Woodlawn defeating Captain Shreve?
Yeah, I think it's gonna get ugly. Cause
Okay.
Captain Shreve, they played Chappelle, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They yeah, I think Woodlawn by 15 plus.
All right. My man Joe.
I'm gonna go with Woodlawn, man. Imagine not trying to go home. But I just hope it's the Woodlawn that we expect. Versus the up and down Woodlawn because they can come out there playing around and what I'm saying make a team that's not supposed to be in the game. And I feel like the same way with Huntington, right? But yeah, if they come out focused, then yeah, Woodlawn by 15 or 20 for sure.
All right. Chris.
Yeah, I got Woodlawn. Mine's not about to let them people come win in their gym. No, it's not gonna happen.
I
Thanks.
got Woodlawn too. George Peppers.
I'm going to go with the home team as well. Woodlawn, I think, sees their way through Amaja, as y'all said. I mean, great players don't want to go home at this stage of the playoffs. He's going to will her team through to the next round and into the semifinal.
All right. And our
Hmm.
last one. Everybody knows what it is and who it is.
Let me answer first this time.
I'm gonna let you answer. Yeah, yeah. I'm coming to you first
Let me
because I
answer
know
first.
where you going with it, and I know where the other two going with it.
No, so listen, I'm not gonna say I had a change of heart, right? I'm
Okay.
not. But
All
Card
right.
beating Liberty by 40,
Yeah.
it kind of, like dang, what I'm saying? Like y'all really super locked in right now. Like if they playing like that, I feel like they can beat anybody, and that's John Curtis included. I don't think they can beat John Curtis, but that's John Curtis included. Like they hitting a stride at the right, like at the perfect time. Cause I honestly thought that game was gonna be like a 10, 15 point game versus Liberty. Even though
Hmm.
Liberty, they young, but I thought it was gonna be a little closer. And for them to be up by 40, um, man, listen, man. I'm gonna still go with Ponchatoula from the heart, right?
Yeah.
From the heart. But it wouldn't shock me if like how Chad said versus Woodlawn, if Ponchatoula make a few early mistakes and Carr get on them early, it wouldn't shock me if it turned to a 10-point game, 15-point game. But I still think that Coach Trish and Alyssa have a lot to say about it. I think their strategy gonna be beautiful. I talked to, a few of the players, like and they kind of told me their strategy. So I think that's gonna be beautiful and hard to kind of, beat. But yeah, if Carl turning you over and playing their style of play, then yeah, I don't think nobody, like I said, including John Curtis, if they're playing their style of play, John Curtis is so good that they're gonna make you play their style. But yeah, if Carl can play their style of play, I don't think nobody really can beat Carl.
Okay. Chris, your thoughts?
Yeah, I got caught, man. I think caught just the home field advantage in this game makes the difference. If it was at Ponchatoula, I think a little harder, but I think Carr gonna be too much at home with the crowd. Even though Ponchatoula gonna travel, I just think Carr gonna be ready to come, with the fans and everything to get him to Hammond.
So, this question for you, Chris. You don't think with Ponchatoula having some veteran leadership and having won a state championship and being there twice in the past, what, 3, 4 years, you don't think that can play a major factor in this game in helping them defeat Edna Carr?
Nope, nope, because there's only one player who been there,
That's
and
true.
that's Leah. So I could, if I had to choose who would be the bigger player that game, yeah, I might choose Aaliyah. I mean, Alyssa. Alyssa could come and be the best player on the floor that night, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to beat Cole.
Okay. Chad.
Yeah. I think that it's gonna be a real close game. Like I've been going back and forth about it. Not a I got Carr by the way, but I've been going back and forth about how I think the game gonna go. Like I was telling Joe and CD, like there are parades that's going on that night in New
Hmm.
Orleans. So I think that will play a role. Now I think Carr is gonna win by 5. Like I think it's gonna be a real close game. It might come down to like free throws or something at the end. But I just think Carr defense is too much, and I don't think, no disrespect to Tula, but I don't think the guard play is gonna, I don't think it's gonna be good enough against Carr's like man to man and full court press. So I'm going Carr by 5.
Even with Alyssa, as strong as she is, that she can get to the hoop easily, you still don't think their guard play could even match up to Edna Carr's?
So I think they're gonna force Alyssa to like be a passer. I think she's still gonna get 20,
Hmm.
but I think it's gonna be a tough 20. And I'm a huge Alyssa fan, by the way. But I think Carr defense is just too much.
I can I say something before we go to the next one?
You can, yeah,
Um.
yeah. This the last one right here, so you can say
Oh
whatever
yeah,
you got
yeah,
to say,
yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One shout out to Cash, man, for picking up that UTSA offer.
Yes,
I
sir.
think
Yep.
that's huge for her confidence going into a game. You just picked up probably one of your bigger offers. Like so that was huge. But when it comes to I think we kind of giving too much credit when it comes to the schemes of what car kind of going to be kind of they might switch a 1-2-2 up with a man to man with a, but I never seen them play this year. I never seen them be like, well, if we about to just cut one player off, you not about to score. Somebody else got to beat us, right? Like they never did that all year. So if they decided to do that, then that just to be different. But I just never saw them switch up to that. And they went against North Shore with Cherie was one player. They went. She had like 30 plus. They went against Slidell. Like so, there was a few teams that they went against where it was kind of like one man shows almost to where it's like to stop this player and y'all get the win. And like I still think Clark can win for sure. But
Hmm.
I don't think that the strategy is going to be how Ponchatoula's strategy might be. Look, we just got to stop Cass, make somebody else beat us. I don't think that's going to be Carr's strategy to say we got to stop Alyssa, make somebody else beat us. In my opinion, like so that's just me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let me say. Can I say
Go ahead,
something
Chris.
back to so? Oh, Chris, CD.
Go ahead, Chad. I'm gonna go after you.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
All right.
Can,
I don't. I think Carr good enough to play a man up and still take care of him. I don't think they need to really scheme that win. I feel Joe though, because Carr usually just gonna man up and they're able to win a game like that.
Okay. Go ahead, Chad.
That's the damn
can
man.
y'all hear me?
Yeah, Chad, we hear you. Can you hear us, Chad?
Chad out, man.
Yeah.
Chad,
We'll
because
get Chad.
Marcus told Chad he fired, man. Chad can't
He
come
sure
back on here, man.
did.
Marcus said he fired, man. But no, I think we kind of Carr and Curtis, they similar to me. You know what they gonna do, right? Like they
That's
might
right.
Carr might switch it up a little more than John Curtis, but you kind of know what they gonna do. But when it comes to like schemes, I be thinking of Walker and Ponchatoula type teams that come up with just some crazy schemes that's like But damn, we ain't game plan for this. Like with Carr and Curtis, they're good enough to say this is our we know y'all know what we're gonna do. Y'all gotta stop, and that's a true championship team. But
Yeah.
yeah, I watched Trish go against Michaela Williams one year, and the schemes just was it was beautiful. You know what I mean? Like obviously she had more talent than what she got now, but they come up with great schemes. But like, nah, I can see Carr winning this game though. But I'm gonna still go with Ponchatoula though.
All
My
right.
girls ain't
Okay,
about to be
I'm
mad at
back.
me.
Go ahead, Chad.
I'm back. So I was saying like with Carr. So to Joe point like about them like just keep shutting down one person. I don't. So I don't think it's gonna be that well. Like they boxing one or something like that. I don't think it's gonna be that. But what I'm saying is their press. Like I've seen them play a bunch of times as well. Like their press is so good that I think it's gonna force Alyssa to have to like handle the ball more early, or like I've seen where they had her like towards the back of the press break, and like it's gonna be tough to get it to her. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm not saying Carr is gonna just like man, look, we're gonna go man to man. We're gonna extra help on Alyssa. I don't think they're gonna do that, but I think their defense is just that good.
George Peppers.
As far as the matchup, I think it's going to be a great matchup. You got the momentum with Etna Carr because since John Curtis, they've been a very different basketball team. They've avalanched a lot of teams. They got another big character win at Walker. They've had a good start to the playoffs, obviously, winning by 40 last night. But you got the veteran seasoning of Ponchatoula, and that to me counts.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa Hillard has been there, done that. But if I'm Carr, the game plan is simple. Make Alyssa a secondary option, get the ball out of her hands, force her to make an extra pass, see if the other players on that floor can beat you. Carr's press is very wicked when executed correctly. They do have a tendency that when teams press them, they do give up the basketball. This could be a fascinating quarterfinal. But at the end of the day, momentum is something you cannot ignore. I'm going to go ahead in the car, but I believe it's close.
I'm gonna go ahead and call in a close one as well. Before we go, fellas, before we go, what game will you guys be at come Thursday?
Riding with the wave. I
Okay.
gotta ride with the wave, man. But listen, I'm team both, man. Like I love what Coach Antoine doing over there, man.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
his wife is such a solid person, man. Cash is
Yes.
such a wonderful kid. Moochie, all them like. So I'm really team. I'm in a win-win situation. Alyssa been my kid since what ninth grade, so I would love for her to kind of, what I'm saying, ride off in the wind and at Hammond. You know what I mean? That's their second home. I always say Hammond is Ponchatoula's second home. So I would
Right.
love to see that. But man, I would love to see. I told somebody earlier, man, that story with Coach Antoine and Cass. I got a daughter that's 5 years old, right? I hope when she's in high school, I'm able to coach my kid and we go in there and fight for a Final Four or a championship. So like that's a dream story. So I'm
Yeah.
always rooting for that. Know what I mean? Like, so shout out to Coach Antoine and everybody that called. But I got my heart telling me, I gotta stick with my Tula kids. So I ain't gonna have nobody on my AU team,
Oh,
man. I'm gonna say
wow.
something.
I feel you on that. And Marcus said he just blocked me and report me as spam. I got you, my brother. I
Got you,
understand.
got you. I got you too, Marcus. I got you. That's my guy, man.
Definitely my guy too, man. Hey, Marcus, join the list. That's hand mad at me. I don't know why they mad at me. I'm gonna find out later tonight, but I mean it is what it is. But um where you gonna be at, Chad?
So I it's a chance that I go to the car in Ponchatoula game, or I
Okay,
might honestly stay home and just watch like a bunch of games on
okay,
TV. So I'm kind of up in the air right now. But
gotcha.
I do want to give a shout out to Ponchatoula though. Like they like I'm a like I told you I'm a huge fan of Alyssa. I would
Yeah,
not be shocked if they do beat Carr.
me
Like
neither.
that's why I said 5 points, but it could easily go the other way. Like I would not be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Ponchatoula ends up in the championship game against Curtis. Like
Yeah,
that's kind of where I am. So shout out to them.
definitely, definitely. And Chris.
I'm gonna be out of town. I'm actually just leaving Chicago. He just played Mount Verde in Florida. So
Yeah, Joe did just tell us that you was out of town. He did tell us that. Gotcha,
yep.
bro.
So I'm gonna miss these games. I hope I can catch the state championships. When are the state championship? What days is it?
So the semifinals will be Monday through Thursday. The championship games are
Friday
Friday
and
and
Saturday.
Saturday. That's next week. So I don't
Hmm.
know who plays on what days. I have to go check the schedule, but I know the semifinals Monday through Thursday, championship games Friday and Saturday.
Wow, so people are gonna have to play Tuesday Mardi Gras.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, huh?
It is
Won't
crazy.
be no New Orleans teams though. Um, they probably will play the two divisions that we talking about. The earliest they will
Gonna
probably
play
play.
Monday.
No, they'll probably play Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. I think Division One probably be Wednesday and Thursday.
Y'all
Definitely.
know how fire it would be
No,
for the city to
I
see
don't think
Carr and
so
Curtis in the
because
championship. That'd be so dope. I ain't gonna lie.
the
Yeah.
the championships is gonna be that to the eighth, right? That would be that weekend. So the semis gotta. You say the last day for semis on Thursday.
Yeah,
The last day for semis will be Thursday. Yes.
All right. So the championships would be
Friday and
Saturday.
Saturday.
The
Friday,
ones we talking
Saturday,
about
Friday,
Wednesday
and
and
Yep.
Saturday.
Thursday.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, guys,
You
I'll tell you
sure?
this. What'd you say?
Oh, it's Thursday and Saturday. All right. I know. I remember them games we started so early. The
Hmm.
5A, 5A ones.
Yeah, I would assume 5A be Saturday also, definitely. Um so if we don't get permission from Alexandria, I'll be at Ponchatoula and Carter watch it. Definitely be
Mm.
there. But if we get permission, I'll be streaming Curtis and Alexandria. But Chris, Joe, and Chad, man, thank y'all once again for joining us and giving us your thoughts about the quarterfinal matchup that's happening on Thursday, man. We appreciate y'all so much.
I
Oh
appreciate
man,
y'all for having
good
us on,
talk.
man.
Definitely, fellas, man. I'll be in contact with y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Y'all safe travel, safe travel, CD baby. CD out of town
Chris
again,
gone.
man. Chris gone again.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right. All right, George Peppers. We
Hmm.
are back, and I'm trying to get everybody else
Out.
removed. There we go.
There we are.
Yep, and I'm gonna remove this screen. Boom, we are back. All right, I'm gonna remove
And
Marcus' comment, laughing at me and everything. Get out of here,
yeah,
Marcus. All right, man. So there you have it with the Only Opinions podcast guys giving us their thoughts on the quarterfinals, man. And I mean, we talked about it. We saw when the brackets came out. We talked about Ponchatoula and in the car. And I'm not gonna be surprised if Ponchatoula goes there and wins that game. I'm not gonna be surprised at all. I think they have a great shot to do it. I just think Edna Carr is gonna pull this off and win by 4 points. I think you're gonna get a great ball game between the two. Um, I just think the loss to Curtis, Coach Antoine looked at that film and said, "All right, this is what we got to work on to get better." And I think they got better. I said they would beat Liberty. I think VK was the one that was like Liberty may do this and that, and I was like, I don't think so. I know they got Kiki in the middle, but I didn't see a 40-point victory happening from Edna
mm,
Carver over Liberty. I think that was
not at all.
like okay, hey, we letting y'all know we ain't to be played with. If you thought we were to be played with, that was a big time win for Edna Carr, man. But this game here is going to be something else, George Peppers.
It totally will be. Look again. You're breaking it down. The veteran leadership of Ponchatoula against a car team that since the Curtis loss has really been galvanized, and how they've elevated their level of play. And that is a
Yeah,
dangerous commodity this late in the playoffs. Quarterfinals have a chance to get to Hammond, and they understand the challenge. I know they do. Coach Antoine's already preaching it to his girls. He's like, y'all know Alyssa could get us if we're not on our game. But and that's why I said in the preview, Coach Antoine's girls are going to have to make Alyssa a secondary option. But Sanaya Bean, I think, is going to play a little bit of a role here if Carr's going to win this. We talk about Antoine and Alyssa, but I think Sanaya is going to have to rise up here and get hers. You know, go get hers and really be the post player that
what's
she is.
happening, little Lions?
Hey, what's up? But really be that post player and really cause some havoc on the inside. You know, I just, I feel like she could do so much more with her size and whatnot. But Ponstula is going to be this is going to be a tough game, and having a hard time picking it. It really is, and I expect it's going to be a crazy show. But since you're blocked and reported as spam, dude, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Well, who we
Yeah,
hating on, man?
that's
I
that's
mean,
that's Mr. Marcus. That's
yeah, I know,
Alyssa's
I
daddy.
know, I
I
get
mean,
it.
yeah, you know.
But and I've always said, I said this to you last night, Frederick Douglass. I said, how in the world is she not looked at by bigger programs? She's that
Yeah,
kind of player. I
we
know
talked
she's a
about that.
tweener, yeah, but
We talked about
still,
that
though,
for a couple years now. Like she
yeah,
had a Western Kentucky offer. She had a Western
hmm
Kentucky offer, and then they pulled it. They pulled it. I was
she's
shocked.
got the game. She's got
Oh
the
yeah,
temerity in
without a
the
doubt.
game to be a Division 1 player, and now she's going to
Yeah,
have to go the different route to get there. But you
yeah.
know what? She will. She's going to put the work in, go do what she's got to
But
do, and then get to a D1 school,
Alyssa,
and then say, y'all who recruited me and didn't recruit me, watch this.
Alyssa is so goal oriented. Like
Hmm.
if she says she gonna get it, she gonna get it, and she gonna work
Hmm.
her tail off to make sure she gets it.
Correct.
And she's gonna go to JUCO, and she gonna work, and she gonna work for the opportunity to play at a Division 1 program. I'm telling you, you
Hmm.
know, you know. I said Alyssa Hiller was the underground secret for all Division 1 programs because
Hmm.
I said they wasn't really looking at her, and somebody need to look at her. McNeese, Nichols,
Southeastern.
UNO, it's D1 programs. Like
Yeah.
I mean, Southern, Grambling, like
How about-
she is a D1 talent, and I just don't understand what they're looking at. But
Imagine her playing with Ayla, Ayla and Southeastern. That program is 24-3, and to add her into that mix would be really lights out, for them.
she would be a good fit for Illa Gazzardo's
And
program. I didn't think she'd be a good fit even at
UNO,
for McNeese.
sure.
UNO. I think she would be a good
I
a
mean,
good
UNO
a
could
good
use all the talent they can. I mean, they're 3-24 this year, so yeah, they've got issues beyond that.
they missing a great one, and she's gonna be on display tomorrow night, looking to get back to
Thursday
Hammond
night,
for a third time.
Thursday night.
And
You said tomorrow night,
yeah, I said tomorrow. My fault. Thank you, thank
Thursday
you.
night,
Thursday
brother.
night,
Hmm.
Alyssa get back to Hammond for a third time. She's played in 2 state championships. She's won one. She's looking to get another state championship. So that's gonna be a good game, man. Edna Carr and um Ponchatoula. No, 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 definitely not Lil Lions. No. No, definitely not with her.
Not even.
Not at all. Not even
No,
close. No, 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 no. It's not.
barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah. Right here, Lil Lions, 4.2. That is not it. It's a valid question, George. Not that you walking up the wrong
It
tree. It's a
is.
valid question.
I'm not gonna dog the guy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
if you don't know, you don't know.
Well, that's why he asked. He just
Hmm.
asked. It's a valid question. No, not Alyssa. She's very, very smart. National
Yes.
Honor Society.
She
All right.
even corrected. She even corrected one of our hosts on the name pronunciation. Just saying.
Who don't correct that guy? But anyway,
I know.
anyway, we're taking a quick commercial break, y'all. When we come back, we're quickly going to pick who wins Division 2, 3, 4. Because we already did Division 1. So
Hmm.
we'll be right back right here on the Hash It Out Show. JFK Martial Arts offers a wide variety of martial arts programs for kids, teens, and adults as they empower lives through martial arts. Please give them a call at 985-266-0664, and don't forget to ask about their 1 week free special. Feeling drained from the constant noise in your daily life? Immerse yourself in pure audio bliss with drums. Experience a world of crystal clear sound, free from distractions. Discover the ultimate relaxation and escape into an oasis of serenity. Grab yours today. drumsworld.com. And welcome back to the Hazard House Show. I'm your host, JB the Sports Guy, joined by George Peppers. And yes, the Hazard House Show game of the week, Solid Fooch versus the Hornville Tigers. First round boys playoff action. We're going to come on at 6:50. Tip-off will be at 7 o'clock. That is Friday night. We are waiting on Alexandria to see if they giving us permission to broadcast the game between them and Curtis on Thursday. That's girls basketball. So we are waiting on that. Back here with George Peppers. And George Peppers, let's do these picks quickly. We're
Mhm.
gonna start with Division Two. I'm going to share the screen right quick. Let me get to it. Tomorrow night when we come back on, we're gonna talk about the boys playoffs,
Right.
everybody.
We'll give them that love tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow. All right, George, Division Two non-select. Here we are. Top side of the bracket. We have Wassman versus Bastrop. Give me Wassman.
Jimmy Watson and VK yesterday, we were talking about this game on the way to Frederick Douglass, and he was like, "Oh, y'all better not sleep on Bastrop." Yet he called it the Watson Invitational. Now all of a sudden he's crawfishing, but Watson wins. And look, Bastrop's going to give him a little bit of a tussle. I just think Wattsman's too good at the end.
All right, quickly here. Abbeville versus Iowa. I'm taking Iowa.
I tend to go that way too. I do think this is a very tight game, but I believe the Yellow Jackets have it get the win late.
All right, here we go. Sterlington hosting South Beauregard. I got South Beauregard.
Wow. I was about ready to take that one too, and I'm gonna go for it. Give me the visitors as well. Sterlington's been fascinating all year, but I think South Beauregard's got something for them Thursday night.
All right. So North Vermilion escaped Lagrange and Albany escaped Lakeshore. I think we have a good ball game on our hands, but North Vermilion
hmm
gets the edge from me.
I tend to go that way too. I think North Vermilion's going to have a little bit too much in the basket at the end. I think they effort their way through into the semis. And I wanted to tell you, uh,
Did George Mike just cut off? Oh,
no, I was just actually flipping screens because a big upset's about to happen in college basketball. Florida is about to go down 86-80 with 5 seconds to go at Georgia.
oh, Mike White beats his old team. All right, okay. I'm still picking Florida win the national championship.
I know, I
Got
know.
that one
That's why I
right.
mentioned
All
it.
right, here we go, George. Division two select. University Lab will host Buckeye. Give me University.
I'll take University, but I tell you what, University's fans, y'all better show up in droves because Buckeye
Oh,
going to
they
make
coming.
their run, and it's not that far to Baton Rouge as it was to New Orleans. They're going to pack your gym. Bring your people. I think the Lady Cubs do win it. I think Buckeye's going to go into one too many dry spells, and ULab is where they're going to pounce. Give me the Cubs.
Edie White hosted Madison Prep. I forget the girl name for Edie White, but she is a good player. But I don't think she can do it this time against Madison Prep. Give me Madison Prep.
Kind of go the other way here. I think the Lady Cardinals, are going to find a way to win this game. Madison Prep does have the seasoning of being that team, but I think Edie White's got some proving grounds here, and I think it's a proving ground game, and they're going to get the win.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Here we go. Parkview Baptist hosted Archbishop Hannon. It's a tough one for me, George, but I'm gonna go with Parkview Baptist on this one.
I feel like I'm going to go that way too, but it wouldn't surprise me at all go in there and get that win. I think they got a real shot here. This is going to be one of the more underrated quarterfinal games on the ledger, but give me Parkview to squeak one out late.
Okay. Leesville going to Vanderbilt Catholic. There's one team that I think maybe could beat University, and that's Vanderbilt Catholic. That's what I'm going with in this game. Vanderbilt Catholic,
Yeah,
George.
that defense is wicked good, isn't it? The Lady Terriers. Leesville's had a couple of good playoff wins. Knocking off Monkey and then Wallop and then knocking off Booker T last night. I think that Vanderbilt Catholic, the Lady Terriers, get the win.
All right. We're going to Division Three non-select. Oakdale versus Manfield. Give me Oakdale.
Me too.
There you go. Pine going to Doyle. Give me Doyle.
I'll go with Doyle as well. This is a team that knows how to win this late in the season. I'm going to go with Doyle as well.
All right. French Settlement hosting Westlake. Give me the Rams of Westlake to beat
I'm
French.
going with I'm going with the home team. Give me French Settlement. There's another
All
team
right.
that knows how to. There's another team that knows how to win late in the playoffs.
Okay. All right. Gina Lady Giants going on to take on Oak Grove. Oak Grove got you the good lady. Can't remember her name. She's like 6'6", 6'7". Give me Oak Grove.
Yeah, they're just going to dump it into her and let her go to work. Oak Grove wins that game.
There we go. All right. Now we move into Division 3 select. And what people are calling the Lafayette Christian Invitational, right?
Mhm.
So here we go. Lafayette Christian will host Calvary Baptist. Can Calvary Baptist get the upset? I'm gonna go Lafayette Christian.
Scroll back up. I thought I saw they gave up 8 points last night. Lafayette Christian. Does the win last night?
Six.
6.
57-6. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Oh my goodness! If this was a football game, it'd be a wildly entertaining one, but it ain't. It's girls basketball. Give me the home team. Lafayette Christian gets on to the semifinal.
De La Salle going to Dunham. I'm gonna rock with the Cavaliers of De La Salle. I think they gonna pull it off, George Peppers. De La
I think
Salle.
so. Uh wow, tough road game though. Dunham is pretty proficient, but I think the Lady Cavs, with the momentum that they've attained throughout the last part of the season and have had 2 solid wins in these playoffs, I think the Lady Cavaliers win a close game.
All right, here we are. Rose Pine hosting North Lake Christian. Give me Rose Pine.
I'm gonna go with the home team as well. Give me Rose Pine to go on to March Madness in Hammond.
All right. Holy Savior Menard coming down to take on Sacred Heart of New Orleans. Give me Sacred Heart.
How about the year they've had, Academy of Sacred Heart of New Orleans? Man,
Great year.
really special things. Great year, special things going on there. I think that it continues and they move on to Hammond next week.
All right. We're gonna go to Division 4.
Constantly.
Down select. We're almost done. Here we are. Lakeview versus Homer. Yeah, give me Lakeview.
Yeah, I don't think on to the semifinal.
All right. A lot of people are picking Midland to defeat Maryville. I'm going with Maryville.
It can happen though. I mean, those a lot of people are saying the right things, but at the end of the day, I think the home team is going to see all the clippings and say, you know what, y'all better put some respect on us. Maryville is going to be my pick as well.
White Castle hosting Logan Sport. Give me White Castle.
Same here. I'm going to go with White Castle to move on into the semifinal.
Oberlin going to Arcadia. I'm gonna take Arcadia.
As well. Give me Arcadia. This is a team that knows how to win in a playoff setting and has done very well. Give me Arcadia as well.
All right. Division 4 select. Here we go. Last one for the night. Southern Lab defeated Sacred Heart 91-6.
Wow.
Man, I mean, I got Southern Lab winning the championship, but man, 91 to
That
6.
was, it's almost like how you beat VK in the football picks.
Of course.
I mean, just
All
saying.
time, right?
Is it, well, yeah. I mean, the last few years, yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't think you're picking against the Kittens, are you?
No, I got Southern Lab over Pickering.
Me too. Pickering's had a nice run of things, but man, that Lady Kittens team is just silly good. They'll win.
All right. Washita Christian versus St. Edmund. I'm gonna go St. Edmund.
Hmm. Again, if this was Washington Christian's football team, that'd be different. But it's basketball. I keep saying that. I'm gonna go with the home team as well. Give me St. Edmund to get on to the semifinal.
J.S. Clark Leadership versus Ascension Catholic. I'm going J.S. Clark.
I think Clark's team is going to make their way to the semis. I mean, Ascension Catholic's going to give them a little bit of a trouble early, but Clark too good.
Hamilton Christian and Cedar Creek. I'm gonna go with the home team, Cedar Creek.
Me too. I Cedar Creek has really quietly done things all year long, and they've been especially tough. I think they get the job done against Hamilton Christian on their way to the semifinals next week in Hammond.
All right. I want to ask you this question right quick, George
Go
Peppers.
ahead.
Peppers, get out of here.
Hmm.
The New Orleans Saints hired Terry Joseph to be their defensive passing game coordinator. What are your thoughts about it? About that
It's an
move?
interesting hire, but he comes home, doesn't he? Shaw
He
grad.
home.
This is a good thing for them, and it's an interesting hire. I like Terry. He's a good mind. I think he's going to do good things here, and the role he's going to play is a simple role. I say simple, but this is a good hire for the Saints, and I think Kellen Moore quietly has put together a pretty solid staff to get his first indoctrination of the New Orleans Saints ready for 2025. The staff is coming together in a good way, with Nussmeier being the OC, Brandon Staley. That's going to be interesting as the defensive coordinator because he's a damn good coordinator, Staley. Very good. And now you get Terry Joseph, the home cooking part of it. And Terry deserves that. And it's going to be good for him to come home and coach at the New Orleans and be a coaching member of the New Orleans Saints. I like this hire.
All right. Well, I like seeing Terry in the college game recruiting, but maybe he had a dream to always want to coach in the NFL, and
Maybe.
I'm not
I don't begrudge
I'm
that.
not against it. Oh, I'm not
Not at
against
all.
it. So I wish Terry Joseph the best of luck as a coach with the New Orleans Saints. So that is it for the Hash It Out show tonight. We are back tomorrow at 7 o'clock again, and we're going to discuss the boys' first round playoff action that's happening. Some games Thursday, majority on Friday. Um, as you know, we are going to cover South Lafourche versus Hornville, and as soon as I get off this stream, I'm gonna figure out why Destrehan is mad at me. I mean,
I need to
what did I do
know.
to Destrehan?
I need to
Yeah,
know, bro.
what did we do to Destrehan? I mean, man, I mean,
Because they say they're mad at the
I
Hash It
like
Out
to
show. That
know.
means us. Maybe they're mad at
I
VK.
mean,
I don't know.
I mean, man, you go look at some of my videos from Destrehan. I mean, I was at their girls' game last year. I got the girls against Ponchatoula. I got their spring games. I got their football game against Bonneville and Hornville. I saw nothing but love to Destrehan. We had Coach Fronto on here. So what did the Hash It Out show do to Destrehan? Is it
We need
that
to find out.
did
That
we pick Harden last week or something to
I
defeat
don't
them?
know. Got to go back to the archives to see, right?
I don't know, man. We ain't do that training anything, but I'm gonna figure out what they mad about. I
Yeah.
mean, we gonna figure it
Let me
out.
know.
I'm gonna let you know. Trust me. I
I
mean, I
know.
like to know too. Like, what did we do to Dutchman? Nothing but
Unless
love for
that,
Dutchman, man. Coach
unless
Marcus
Nick's just
Scott.
messing
That's
with
our
us.
guy. Wait, Coach Marcus Scott been on the show twice, man. Like, what did we do to Dutchman? Go ahead.
And then Legends Month, we had one of their basketball coaches, I think, when
That's
we had
Coach Fronto.
Legends
We had
Month.
Coach Fronto. We had Jai
Right.
Eugene on the show. I mean,
Yes.
what did we do to what did
What,
we do to
I,
Dutchman? I like to
and
know.
what is the old saying? Inquiring minds want to know. I am an inquiring mind.
Yeah.
Who do we
Right.
tick off? Maybe it's Nick trolling us. I don't
Oh,
know.
no, Nick say it's a long story. Like, wait,
And
a long story? How?
we
We
go
didn't
find
do
out.
anything to it. I'm
That's
gonna
on
call
you.
him after the show.
You're on the case. All right, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna be on it, bro. Austin Tyler. They can't be mad at my favorite show. Hey, bro, tell them Austin. Are they mad we live stream Hornville and we doing them again? I mean,
Yeah.
we try to get some Destrehan games to stream, and
Hmm.
it's kind of difficult with St. Charles Parish. I mean, no disrespect to
Yeah.
them, we tried. So
Going through those hurdles. Sure.
yeah, so I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. But anyway, guys, we're back tomorrow. Talk about the boys brackets, first round brackets, and and we might have a game Thursday. We are just waiting to hear back from Alexandria. Hopefully, they give us the okay. If not, we just got a game on Friday. But other than
Yep.
that, GP, any last words?
Just thank y'all for joining in, and thank you guys for the comments, and remember to like, tag, and share to the Hash It Out Show's website. It's a JB the Sports Guys YouTube page. Please do that. We greatly appreciate that support, and we know you guys are fans, and you do what you do, and y'all make us what we are. It's y'all that really is the engine for us, that we do what we do. Episode 204, we got 205 tomorrow night. It's going to be fun stuff. Boys basketball playoffs on the horizon. Some pretty interesting first round matchups, to say the least. And I know we're going to get into all that tomorrow night.
Most definitely. Thank y'all for
Hmm.
tuning in. To everybody, like George said, like, share, tag, all that good stuff. You know, you go out there and tell somebody, our platform grows even more. So that's all we asking you all. We thank y'all for tuning in. We're back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. George Peppers, I'm JB. Y'all
You're
take
looking for
care.
the best pizza in Metro New Orleans? Then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better.
Thank you for watching the Hash It Out show. Please like.